Hi, this is Aldo Borromei from Beholding Art as Personal Development. Our last episode was a radio interview from Binghamton University. We decided to add photos of some of my artwork, and it was so well received that we're going to be adding photos to a reading that I'm going to do. The reason that I'm reading this is because I saw an article that's so well described and defined, and it was so elegant in the writing style, by Gideon Wynn. The name of the article is Understanding the Allure of Abstract Art, a Journey Beyond the Concrete. In our next episode, following this one, we're going to be talking about the importance of description as a way of learning more about beholding art. So this author so well describes everything. It's the best article I've read as an artist, and I've seen many people try to explain what abstract art is, and I think the reading will clarify things, and this reading will be available. It will be accompanied by more photos of my works. By the way, all of the links can be found in the description, and we welcome that. I also welcome any questions anybody might have that I can answer, directly and specifically. We would not only love your audience, but your description, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to continue with this reading, which I just mentioned I think is a great reading, especially for those who may not feel like reading on their own. They will at least be able to listen to it and see more of my art. I appreciate your attention, and let's hope we get some subscriptions. Thank you. So here we go. The title of this article is Understanding the Allure of Abstract Art. It's a Journey Beyond the Concrete. Abstract art has long been a muse for both art and artists and art lovers alike. At first glance, it might seem like a canvas of random strokes, splashes, and shapes. However, there's an elusive charm that draws people toward this art form. The essence of abstract art is rooted in its capacity to transcend the literal depiction of reality, prompting viewers to delve deeper into their own perceptions and emotions. The engagement invites a personal touch, making each viewer's experience unique. For many, abstract art represents freedom from the constraints of recognizable forms and from the predictable patterns often found in conventional art. Achieving a connection with abstract pieces relies not just on seeing but feeling. The bends and twists of lines, the plays of colors, and the dynamic shapes all contribute to a language without words, yet equally potent in conveying emotions and thoughts. Diving into the world of abstract art is like embarking on a personal journey. This exploration is not just about looking at the art, but allowing oneself to experience it viscerally. It's about asking questions that don't necessarily seek right answers, but inspire imaginative discourse. As we unfold the layers of abstraction, we also discover more about our own interpretations and emotional responses. So let's wander into the depths of abstract art to unravel why it holds such an enigmatic allure for countless admirers across the globe. There are 6 areas we'll be discussing: the origins and evolution of abstract art, the language of colors and shapes, emotional engagement and personal interpretation, the role of imagination in appreciating abstract art in modern spaces, and how to appreciate and approach and enjoy abstract art. The origins and evolution of abstract art. The dawn of abstract art marks an unusual yet pivotal period in the story of human creativity. It emerged prominently in the late 19th and early 20th centuries as artists yearned to break away from the rigid confines of realism and academic standards. They sought avenues of self-expression that transcended traditional representation. A pivotal moment in this movement was displayed by the works of pioneers like Wassily Kandinsky, Piet Mondrian, and Kazimir Malevich, who ventured beyond the expected to explore art in its rawest forms. Kandinsky, often deemed the father of abstract art, believed that colors and forms could evoke the same emotional reactions as music, which he discussed eloquently in his work, quote, Concerning the Spiritual in Art. This revolutionary approach encouraged a global wave of experimentation, galvanizing artists to tap into the emotive power of the non-representational, the non-objective. This artistic shift did not occur in isolation. The zeitgeist of the times was marked by rapid societal changes, including industrialization, technological innovation, and significant political upheavals. The prevailing outlook influenced artists striving to capture the essence of life through and without literal portrayal. These transformations mirrored a broader cultural desire to explore the unseen and the abstract. Abstraction offered an escape from the mundane, allowing both artists and audience to envision new possibilities and dimensions of thought and art. Now devoid of recognizable imagery, demanded more from its viewers. It wasn't just to be seen, but felt, contemplated, and interpreted individually. Kandinsky's notion that abstract compositions could be profound mirrors to the soul resonated widely, affirming abstract art's potential to transcend beyond mere physical depiction. As abstract art evolved across decades, it branched into various styles and movements, each uniquely contributing to the larger tapestry of creative expression. Cubism, led by Picasso and George Braque, fragmented reality into geometric shapes, presenting multiple perspectives within a single plane. The world was not to be seen from a single angle, but from a multitude, a concept that challenged existing paradigms of perception. Around the same time, Futurism, which originated in Italy, embraced the dynamic and violent energy of modern technology and the machine age. This movement effectively visualized speed and movement, adding another layer to abstraction's relentless evolution. The 20th century further saw surrealism, action painting, and op art, among others, each adding distinctively to the conceptual framework and visual lexicon of abstract art. Such diversity within the umbrella of abstraction highlights artists' insatiable curiosity and willing to push boundaries. Quote, Art is not a mirror to reflect the world, but a hammer with which to shape it, said Bertolt Brecht, encapsulating the transformative potential of art during this era of abstraction. Abstract art continued to evolve throughout the mid-century with movements like abstract expressionism, spearheaded by artists such as Jackson Pollock and Mark Rothko. This movement highlighted the spontaneity of subconscious mind, emphasizing the process of art making over the final product. The artworks produced were as much about the gesture and the emotional intensity embedded within each stroke and splash. It was about breaking free from aesthetic constraints and embarking and embracing the chaos and contradictions of life itself. These art forms are encouraged as a deeper interaction with space and the surrounding environment, pushing the boundaries of how art was historically perceived and appreciated, inviting viewers into new realms of visual experience. As we trace the history of abstract art, it becomes apparent how it reflects broader cultural and social transformations, echoing humanity's ongoing quest to explore the unseen realms of imagination and emotion. The interplay of innovation and tradition within these art movements has led to contemporary abstract art becoming a mash beyond stylistic confines. embracing multimedia approaches as artists continue to innovate. This evolution mirrors society's constant reinvention, ceaselessly adapting to new paradigms. Today, abstract art stands as a vibrant testament to artistic experimentation, symbolic of a daring leap into the unknown. That's poetry. And a reminder of the boundless potential for creation, untethered by realism. It invites us to ponder, to debate, and ultimately discern multiple meanings from what appears deceptively simple at first glance. Number 2, the language of colors and shapes. As you stand before an abstract painting, you may find yourself captivated by a chaotic dance of colors and an enigmatic array of shapes. Abstract art speaks a unique language of visual dialect that doesn't rely on words but communicates powerfully through hues and forms. The abstract art world is not about depicting the external reality, but rather about expressing the internal essence of emotions, ideas, and experiences. This art form often embraces the unpredictable and the unconventional as methods for transmitting the artist's vision into a tangible creation. Each stroke, each color choice carries its weight, resonating with viewers in a myriad of ways based on their perspective, memories, and emotions. Colors in abstract art hold a significant weight in communicating emotions and forging connections, or even disconnections. Bright, vivid colors can evoke feelings of energy, joy, and chaos, while subdued tones might incite calmness or melancholy. The psychology of colors plays a crucial role here. Think of how red can symbolize passion or danger, and blue might evoke calmness or sadness. Artists like Mark Rothko utilize blocks of color to convey deep emotions, allowing viewers to project their own emotions onto the canvas. Here's a quote: "I'm interested only in expressing human emotions, tragedy, ecstasy, doom, and so on." End of quote. Mark Rothko once stated, encapsulating the emotional breadth that color can communicate. That's true. The way colors interact with each other on the canvas can also speak volumes, creating tension, harmony, or movement to guide the viewer's eye. Shapes in abstract art add another layer to this visual dialogue. They are often vessels carrying meaning that can range from the deeply personal and introspective to the broadly universal. Geometric shapes like circles and squares can suggest order, stability, or infinity, while organic shapes, free flow, can imply chaos or spontaneity. Kandinsky, one of the pioneers of abstract art, was known to associate shapes and colors with sounds, believing they could evoke auditory experience through visual stimuli. He famously said, quote, "Color is a power which directly influences the soul. It's this intriguing synthetic approach that invites viewers to experience art in terms beyond the visual, encouraging a multifaceted interpretation and emotional response." The interplay of colors and shapes creates a rich tapestry that each viewer interprets through a unique emotional lens. As strong evocative tools, shapes can influence how a piece is perceived, drawing viewers into a complex interplay of line, balance, and visual weight. Some abstract works may feature a cacophony of shapes juxtaposed against each other, compelling a viewer to seek out patterns or narratives within what might initially look like chaos. Others may employ minimalistic shapes strategically placed to elicit thought, posing profound questions or meditative reflections. There's no single interpretation for color and shapes with abstract art, which is precisely where its magnificence lies. Every individual brings their perceptions, memories, and feelings to the viewing experience, allowing the art itself to morph continually with its audience. Though abstract, the language of colors and shapes in this art form is articulate and profound, a testament to human creativity's boundless potential and to connect, inspire, and transform. Okay, this is number 3, emotional engagement and personal interpretation. In the realm of abstract art, emotional engagement takes center stage, inviting viewers into a dialogue that stretches beyond words. Unlike representational art, which provides a clear and defined subject, abstract art beckons onlookers to project their own reflections and emotions onto the canvas. This process is deeply personal, as each viewer may interpret a chaotic swirl of colors and shapes differently based on their own experiences and feelings. The absence of a predetermined narrative allows for an open-ended exploration, engaging the audience in a manner unique to each interaction. It is in this space that abstract art becomes more than just visual representation. It evolves into an emotional catalyst. An art piece can stir memories of a distant place or perhaps evoke the sensation of music through its rhythmic patterns. This kind of interaction is what makes abstract art so fascinating. It is not bound by the confines of clear-cut representation, offering instead a mirror for introspection. A viewer might find solace in the tranquility of a muted palette, while another might resonate with the frenetic energy of a dynamic composition. Through personal interpretation, abstract art lends itself to a broad spectrum of emotional experiences. The power of personal interpretation in abstract art is underscored by its lack of explicit representation. Renowned art critic Clement Greenberg once suggested, quote, "Abstract art carries the chance to appeal to the viewer's psyche in a way that realism cannot," end quote. This openness encourages a dialogue between the artwork and the observer, one that is continuously changing with new perspectives and life experience. It's a dance of emotion where nothing is static or finite. The viewer is not merely passive receiving a story. They are actively participating in the creation of meaning. For practitioners and enthusiasts of abstract art, the question is, what does it mean? Often takes a backseat to what does it make you feel. This shift focuses on a more intrinsic, visceral reaction to the art. Studies have indicated engagement with art that lacks clear figures can stimulate areas of the brain associated with introspection and emotional processing. This dynamic interaction makes abstract art an ever-evolving experience, as each encounter may reveal different interpretations and emotions based on where we are in our lives. Okay, this is the 4th area. The role of imagination in appreciating abstract art. Imagination plays an indispensable role in engaging with abstract art. Unlike classical art forms, which often use realistic depictions to make their point clear, abstract pieces invite the viewer to become an active participant in the art journey. This participation is not about simply seeing what lies in the surface. It demands a leap into the realm of possibilities, where forms, colors, and lines blend into a multitude of meanings. Consequently, the act of appreciating abstract art becomes a subjective experience, as individuals bring in their own life tales and emotions to interpret what they see. This is why two people can stand in front of the same painting and have entirely different reactions. One might feel joy while the other feels anxiety. The engaging nature of abstract art can be traced back to its ability to stimulate the mind to delve into uncharted territories. Abstract art often abandons the familiarities of the tangible world, unfolding as a space where viewers have the freedom to innovate, imagine, and express. A prime example is the work of Kandinsky, who believed that colors and forms were capable of directly impacting the soul, a transformative experience often felt by those who let their imaginations run wild in front of his works. Kandinsky foresaw art as spiritual pathway, a sentiment echoed in the thoughts of art enthusiasts to this day. By actively engaging our imaginations, abstract art allows us to scrutinize not just the painting, but ourselves. Ludwig Wittgenstein, who was a philosopher and mathematician, once reflected on abstract art by saying, "Art shows us what we know and what we cannot resolve." This aptly highlights the mysterious yet clarifying power of abstract pieces, which often illuminate aspects of our psyche that are otherwise unrevealed. The journey through abstraction is similar to a dialogue, one that doesn't rely on verbal exchange, but rather on exchange of energy and thought. Abstract pieces can stir up memories, provoke novel ideas, or challenge our perception of reality, leading us to ponder our own existence and values. This dynamic interaction between the art and the viewer underlies how imagination is not merely passive reception, it's an active and creative process. Understanding abstract art can also serve as a gateway to cognitive flexibility, an essential skill in today's ever-evolving society. In embracing different interpretations and accepting that there isn't always a definitive truth, individuals cultivate a more profound appreciation for new ideas and perspectives. The allure of abstract art, therefore, lies in its potential to expand the boundaries of imagination, allowing creativity to flourish in everyday life. Such engagement champions diversity and fosters a mentality that welcomes ambiguity with open arms. For those who regularly ponder abstract creations, the process becomes second nature, enriching not only their understanding of art, but also their approach to other seemingly unrelated areas in life. In truth, the magic of abstract art often resides in its ambiguity. The veil of the unknown invites curiosity and wonder. As anyone intimately familiar with abstract forms will tell you, it's not about deciphering a single accurate meaning, but rather about exploring the myriad of possible answers and narratives. This approach not only keeps the art fresh, but also makes every viewing experience unique. Therefore, when engaging with abstract art, it's crucial to set aside preconceived notions and embrace the unpredictable journey ahead. By doing so, we allow the mind to break free from the confines of reason and embrace the joy of exploration, which can lead not just to a deeper appreciation of art, but an enriched view of the world itself. Okay, portion 5, abstract art in modern spaces. Large, open-plan rooms often benefit from the dynamic presence of an abstract piece, transforming bare walls into canvases of expression. The versatility of abstract art allows it to blend seamlessly with various decor styles, whether in a sleek monochromatic setting or a vibrant, eclectic environment. The unpredictable nature of abstract compositions often adds a layer of depth and intrigue, becoming a focal point in rooms designed to be clean and uncluttered. One of the reasons abstract art has found such a solid footing in modern spaces is its capacity to evoke emotion and conversation, making ideal for both personal and public areas. Corporate offices, cafes, and even hospitals are increasingly using abstract pieces to create a welcoming and stimulating atmosphere. The color schemes and shapes of abstract art can be strategically selected to affect mood and energy levels, providing beneficial environments where concentration or relaxation is desired. The use of creative expression within these artworks encourages a sense of openness and innovation, qualities highly valued in workspaces aiming to inspire. The market for abstract art also grows significantly with the rise of industrial and loft-style living. Exposed brickwork, concrete floors, and expansive windows create a natural backup that is particularly conducive to showcasing abstract art. Not confined to paintings alone, abstract art now also appears in sculptures and mixed media installations, offering limitless possibilities for art lovers. The integration of technology into art, such as digital installations or interactive pieces, further bridges the gap between traditional and modern worlds, capturing the interest of a generation that craves new experiences. Susan Cain, author and lecturer, once said, quote, "Abstract art is fundamentally connected with making the invisible visible," unquote. This captures how abstract art animates a space with an energy that is both palpable and unseen. The adaptability of abstract art also extends to its scale. Small, intimate pieces invite closer inspection and add characters to smaller vignettes or art nooks, while monumental canvases or structures command attention in vast areas. Whether subtly embedded in a gallery wall, arrangements stand alone as a testament to artistic liberation. Abstract art provides a unique method of expression that resonates with the modern sensibility. Given the growing appreciation for abstract art, many interior decorators recommend incorporating a piece to anchor the room's design. Start by choosing a piece that speaks to you personally or the message you wish your space to convey. Consider the balance of colors and forms against the existing elements within the environment. A pro tip: if you're unsure of where to begin, select a monochromatic or natural artistic work, as these are often easier to integrate into diverse color palettes. Okay, and finally, number 6, how to approach and enjoy abstract art. Engaging with abstract art can be both a liberating and fulfilling experience, particularly if approached with an open mind and a willingness to explore beyond the literal. The first step in enjoying abstract art is to let go of the urge to find concrete meaning or immediate understanding. Instead, embrace curiosity and personal emotion as your guides. Many viewers find value in simply observing without the burden of interpretation. Allow yourself to stand in front of a piece, absorbing its colors, forms, and textures. Often these elements work on a subconscious level, evoking feelings or memories unique to the individual. Another approach is to focus on initial impressions. What is your first reaction when you see an abstract work? Consider the emotions it stirs within you. Does it inspire joy, melancholy, confusion, or excitement? Keep in mind that there is no right or wrong feeling. Each reaction is valid and offers insights into your own psyche and emotional landscape. If you find yourself grappling with understanding a piece, it might help to learn a bit about the artist's background and their intended expression. Many artists use abstract art as a medium to convey complex ideas and emotions that cannot be neatly expressed through traditional forms. Knowing more about the creator and their motivations can enrich your viewing experience. In a visit to a gallery or museum, remember that abstract art is meant to be experienced. Take your time with each piece, walk around it if possible, viewing it from different angles and distance. Pay attention to details that might shift your perception or highly new elements. Some enthusiasts find it helpful to explore the piece with friends or even strangers, as this can provide fresh perspective and insight. One often respected voice in the realm of art appreciation said, quote, "The purpose of abstract art is to evoke emotion without the need for tangible forms." This sentiment echoes the freedom abstract art grants us. It encourages viewers to create their own narrative or emotional journey. Moreover, engaging with specific abstract art styles or movements can deepen appreciation. Learning about movements such as Cubism, Surrealism, and Abstract Expressionism enhances one's experience of various techniques and philosophies. As you explore, you might encounter works that resonate differently because of the historical or cultural context. Never hesitate to ask questions or read more about pieces that intrigue you. Often museum docents and art guides are well equipped to provide fascinating facts that bring the artwork to life in new and exciting ways. For those new to the world of abstract art, creating your own basics can be an enlightening endeavor. It doesn't require mastery of complex techniques. Rather, it's about exploring with genuine curiosity and openness. Activities like painting or drawing can reveal insights into the relationship between emotions and abstract forms. This hands-on approach can foster a greater appreciation for the art and strengthen the connection you feel with various works. Keep in mind that the journey with abstract art is deeply personal, and as such, it's important to engage with an open heart and mind. Relish the moments of ambiguity, for they are what makes the experience fully captivating and enriching.